What's up, lovely people? Welcome back to my channel, a video outlet for all things writing and all things grammar. Today we are talking about setting a goal before actually writing your book. So writing a book is daunting, or at least it can be, but there are ways to break it down to where it's not so overwhelming. And I feel like one of the ways to do so is to first set a goal. Like Zig Ziglar said, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. We all know this quote, so it's time for us to live by it, and it's time for us to apply it to the book writing process. Your book goals, or just setting a goal, may help you realize that, okay, you don't really want to invest that much money or time into your book, and that's okay. But you have to understand that first before you go into this commitment. If you want to publish your book on Amazon, then that's good to know ahead of time, because if you need to spend more time and you need to spend more money, these two resources, in order to make the best product possible for that public platform, then that may be something you want to know in the beginning. Let's stay with that example right there. Knowing what your book goals are allows you to think of a budget, because you may want to invest in an editor. You may want to invest in a book designer for your book cover. You may want to invest in an interior formatter, someone who is, I don't know if that's what it's called actually, but someone who's going to format the interior or the inside of your book to be published on Amazon, because they have a specific format that they require. So knowing how much money you're going to spend, that investment, financial investment, as well as the amount of time. For example, again, if you want to publish on Amazon, you may want to spend a little bit more time researching SEO and researching keywords, researching categories, looking at other books in order to be competitive. All of that stuff that requires you to have a successful launch. And that may not be necessary if you simply wanted to publish your book on your website or on another publishing platform. Another reason why setting a goal is important in the beginning of your book writing journey is because it allows you to answer the question, who do I want to serve first? Who do you want to serve first? For example, you may want to write a book for teenage moms, you may want to write a book for college graduates, and you may even want to write a book for, I don't know, pastors and teachers in the church. Well, all three books sound great, or at least the target audience for these books sound great. But knowing what your goal is, if your goal is to have a book for someone in the ministry field, then answering the question, who do you want to serve first? That being a part of your goal setting can allow you to say, these other two books are going to have to take a back seat. I'm going to work on this ministry book. I'm going to work on this book that's designed for pastors and church leaders first. There are a few things to consider before jumping into the book writing journey. And in my experience, and in the experience of my clients, it's just easier to tackle this in the beginning of the journey, in the beginning of the process. It's all a part of the goal setting. And if you're like, girl, how do I know which questions to ask? How do I know what to consider? What are the things? I got you. In my digital workbook, How to Write Your First Book, the questions are all there. There are things to fill in, type in, so you don't have to print out the workbook. You can just use it directly on your computer. And I use what I like to call writing prompts, or just very specific questions to prompt you to write and look intrinsically. So these are questions that have been vetted by myself, by my clients, by my family, by my friends, by my peers, and they work. They really, really help invoke responses that allow you to turn your answers into your book. There we go. That's the goal here. Turn your answers into your book. This is why I created the workbook, so that you can do less of the work. I did more of the work up front to help you organize your thoughts. All you have to do is get to writing, get to answering, and hopefully get to publishing. Happy writing, guys. Remember, you can grab the digital workbook, get your copy at N.HARV.com. That's www.n as in Nailah, HARV as in Victor.com/books. All right, guys, I will catch you in the next video.